Hello, welcome. If you don't have anything right now to make you cozy, please feel free to grab something because this is going to be a more relaxed video of mine. We are going to have some fun and set up my Hobonichi planners for 2021. Not the inside, sorry, I did not mean to say setup. Setup for me is when you draw out spreads and actually prepare the inside of your planner. I'm gonna assemble them. Let's put it like that. I'm gonna chat a bit about my system for 2021 and why I am choosing to move away from the blank pages of a traditional bullet journal and moving into Hobonichi for 2021. If you are new here, hi, my name is Amanda. I make videos on functional planning. What I want to show you is how I have been prepping to go into the Hobonichi journals or planners. So how I've been prepping going from this system where I'm using a blank notebook with dots to those. My system mainly contains of 4 different areas or stuff to work with. So the first one is goal setting and creating focus. The second one is planning. The third one is tracking or logging. And the fourth one is reviewing or reflecting. So I'm just going to show you quick examples of how I do that in here and what it looks like. This is my yearly overview of my goals. So these are 8 different areas of my life, and then these are different time frames. I've been using a grid like this, and I'm using that also for my quarterly goal setting, for my monthly goal setting, and for my weekly goal setting, which looks like this. When talking about planning, I at the moment actually log future events in my phone, but I'm planning to do that on paper for 2021. When it comes to my monthly planning, I do that in a typical calendar view. Here it is. Before the month starts, I plop in all the different tasks that I have to do that are day specific or week specific. For my weekly planning, I use this one. So this is just vertical weekly. Instead of it being timed, as you usually see in a weekly, I have it divided into the different areas. For my daily planning, I just use very normal daily 1 page per day spreads. And then of course, I'm planning out projects all the time. And for that, I do whatever fits me. This week, I'm working on meal prepping and being better at that. So I've drawn out this spread, but it looks different from time to time, depending on what I want to do, of course. And that's the beauty of the bullet journal system, or one of them, in my opinion. The reason why I want to go away from having to draw out everything myself is because I'm expecting a baby in the beginning of January, and I know that I will have less time. I'm at a stage now in my bullet journal journey where I know what I need. I'm not mixing things up every month, not a lot at least. So I wanted to try and find a system where stuff was already laid out to me that would work for the system that I have now, but I would have to use less time on it. And that is why I decided to go into a different system than just the blank book. And then of course, there is my reference binder, and this will stay my reference binder, and I plan to use this along with the Hobonichi journals. So that was a quick explanation of my system. And now I will go into the fun part of assembling these. I want to start with what is going to be my project planner. I decided to go with the day-free version of the A5 Techo from Hobonichi because it has a lot of blank spreads, and I can make whatever spreads are useful to me. Just like I talked about in the bullet journal, that I draw out what makes sense when I plan projects, and I wanted that. The reason why I took this one and not just the blank notebook is that this has the monthly views. I'm planning to use that for my monthly goal planning. So instead of the spread that you just saw me use that I had drawn out myself in the bullet journal. Let's start by putting this in the cover. I already put a clear cover on this. This is called Field of Flowers. And I saw, I think it was Sterling Ink, or sorry, Catherine, clip them so that the page would stay like spread out. It wouldn't roll up like this. And that's gonna be really handy if I only have one arm to write with, because the other one is with my child, because I usually use one hand to hold the page down. So I'm curious to see how this will work and if I can even close the notebook like this. Or if I'll have to take them out all the time. I also have a few book darts here that I'm gonna use on the spreads that I reference a lot. So that is the monthly, and I think I'm gonna use these monthly overviews here for tracking. So I'm gonna put one here too. One thing that I forgot to mention is that a lot of the journals from Hobonichi start in the beginning of December or the ending of November. And that is perfect for me because I really want to get into the system before I deliver the baby. The Hobonichi Cousin doesn't have daily and weekly spreads until the beginning of 2021. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw them out myself in a memo pad and start using it. I'm not going to put these in yet, and I'm probably going to put them in as the months come by, because I'm planning to use them in the notes pages here. So that was the first one. Looks like these clips cannot stay unless this is gonna lay open on my desk all of the time. We'll see. I'm gonna take them out for now. I can store them there. Okay, so this is gonna be my project planner. If you're curious for a real setup, please hit subscribe if you're not already, and then you'll get notified when those videos come up. So, this A6 day-free version, it looks like the A5, it's just smaller, is going to be for one specific project because I use a lot of pages in my bullet journal for that specific project. And I was nervous that the notes pages in this A5 day-free project planner would not last me through the year. So I thought if I took the biggest project out of it when it comes to project planning on the notes pages, then maybe this would last me. So that is why I bought this one. So let's put this one in. So the project that is going to be in this book is my social media. It's the one project that takes up the most spreads in my bullet journal. So this, if you haven't seen this before, this is just a weekly supplement for the A6 Techo, which is the cousin, just smaller, but the A6 size does not have a weekly view like the cousin does. So you can buy it separately. So I'm gonna plan using weekly spreads. I don't know if I'll ignore those, but I'm definitely gonna use it to plan out Instagram posts and YouTube videos and such. And these pages are numbered too, so that's really nice. And I bought 3 pencil boards for this one. So I'm just gonna stick to like this. Actually, I'm gonna have the tab on the outside there so they don't go in the way of the bookmarks. Like so. And then one here. Let's put it here. Yeah. So this is going to be my social media planner from the ending of November. I'm so excited to get this set up because there's so many spreads that I'm using, and getting them out of the bullet journal and into this will hopefully make them much more easy to find, having them all together. So this is going to be my catch-all. The one that I do my daily planning in, the one that I'm tracking in and just have open on my desk and use all the time. So I have a lot more accessories here that I want to use. And this is also the cover that I spent the most money on, and I think this is so gorgeous. It has leather on the inside, and then it just feels amazing with this fabric on the outside. I almost don't want to open it, it feels so great. So I'm just gonna put the cover on cover and assemble everything, and yeah. I'm really excited to try the Hobonichi cousin. I've been wanting to try Hobonichi for so many years, but I live in Denmark and it's very expensive to buy from outside the European Union, and shipping is a lot, and I've never taken the decision to do it, but it was just so perfect now. I really needed something that was not that didn't require me to draw out everything myself. So I did a huge order, even though I had never had a Hobonichi journal in my hands. I just trusted that this was exactly what I needed, and hoping that it will work out. Yeah. So I'm putting a clear cover on this just because I do have a son, and I don't know exactly if this will leave my desk or not, and I would hate to get anything on the cover. If I use this and find that I don't really take it around and I'm not worried about it because I'm not taking it near anything that could spill on the cover, then I'm gonna take the clear cover off, because I just love the feel of the outside fabric of the cover. Oh wow, that was the easiest one. I had not expected that. This is so nice. I'm so excited to get into these. So I'm gonna put these Kita washi strips in the white size in this planner, because that is where I'm planning to use them the most. And then I bought this cute little notes paper, because I thought it would be cute to have here, like so. Then I think I'll use this one in the cousin too, so I'm just going to put them here. I'm not going to put them on right now. And then I have this folder. I don't know what I'll need it for yet, or if I will need it, but I thought if I would need it somewhere, it would be in the cousin, and if not, I'll just move it. So I'll put that there. If I want something that is not this to tip in, I will grab from this one. So these are the memo pads from Hobonichi, and they have perforated pages, so I can basically use this as a scratch kind of paper, take it out and tip it into my pages to give me more space if I want to journal more and don't have space or something like that. Wow, that is chunking up fast. I want to put 2 memo pads in this for now. I'm gonna use the blue one for my finance stuff, just because I know that those pages will roughly over a year take up the space that is in this, so I can spare that in my project planner where it would go otherwise. And then I'm going to use this one to set up December dailies and weeklies, so that I can start using this from December, because as I said before, I think I will do myself a huge favor of setting up and really getting into the system before the baby comes. And then I'm going to close it. Maybe I stuffed it too much. I'll just put it through the one. There's no need for it to stay closed like that anyway. This is gonna be my on-the-go when I'm not at my desk planner, either because I'm somewhere else in the house with my boy or because we're out. So I'm excited to carry around something that's smaller than my bullet journal. I'm a bit nervous that I will need my project planning spreads on the go, or more like in the house when I'm not at my desk, because I use them now in the living room or stuff, but I'm hoping that it will be okay for me just to grab the project planner and take it downstairs as well. I have 2 memo pads here, and one is going to be my prayer journal that I want to have on me at all times, but I don't know how many notes pages and I'm going to use up in a year, so I decided to use memo pads instead of the notes pages in the weeks itself. This week's is a mega sneakers, which means that it has extra pages in the back of these notes pages. It also means that have a different binding and a different cover, which makes it much better at staying flat by itself from the beginning, which I think I will enjoy. The other memo pad is going to be for meals. I'm really getting into meal planning and making healthy dinners and lunches for my family here. So I want to carry around recipes or this week's meal plan or whatever I feel like doing. So I plan to have them like that. And then I bought 2 pencil boards. So I'm going to put one at the beginning of the notes pages. I'm planning to do traditional bullet journal here during my day if I need it. And then this also have monthlies where I'm planning to plop in all the events and appointments and keep track of future planning. If I get calls to the doctor's office in 1.5 months, this is where I'll keep it. And then I'll reference this when I plan and set up the different journals, because I want to have a calendar like on the go. So that's why I decided to put it in here first. Otherwise, most of the information that will go in here will be transferred from other places. Like that. Then it came with this clear pocket, but I don't know how I will want to use it yet, so I'm just gonna leave it so I don't waste it. I know I will want to carry a ruler, so I'm gonna put that here, I think. The sneakers does not come with bookmarks, so they come with repositionable tabs instead. I've never used them, I don't know how they work, and I'm just gonna save them. Otherwise I will make tabs myself. And then I'm planning on using this to mark out appointments and events in the calendar view, just so I can move it around if I need to. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I find it really tedious to do it on this and I'll drop it, but I'll put it there for now. And then this cover has one pen loop that should fit the Hobonichi pen, but it does not have a closing mechanism. I don't know exactly what I will be doing or if I will need it. I think I might, because I'm gonna, carry this around. But I'm thinking I might just take a big hair tie and tuck around. They sell elastic closures in the Hobonichi store, but I just had to save on something, so I didn't grab them because I didn't know if I would like them, because they can be really tedious to close and open. So I thought I might just use a hair tie. But I'm really excited to get to use this. I really hope this will work for me. I think it will, and I'm excited to use it. So that was it. I'm so happy you joined me. I hope you found it fun too and that you had a lovely time. If you want to come back, please hit subscribe. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you will stay safe and well. Goodbye.